Alright, what's up guys? How you guys doing? My name is Guerrero and my partner's name is Sonia, Lara. And today we're going to be showing you guys how to change a tire. Now the first step is obviously if you're on the freeway or whatever, pull over and find a safe location. And the next thing that you're going to want to do is turn on your hazard lights. So today I'm going to be doing that at my house, so I don't need to do any of that. And the next step that you want to do is put on your parking brakes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my parking brakes. Alright, so the reason we put on the parking brake is just for an extra safety, as an extra safety precaution. And another thing that we're gonna do before we get started is we're going to apply some wheel wedges. Now the point of the wheel wedges is if you're working on the front of the tire like I'm gonna be doing today, the wheel wedges will be stuck right there behind the wheel, and that's another, like I said, safety precaution in case if the car wants to move backwards. The wheel blocks or the wheel wedges will prevent the car from rolling backwards. All right, so this is the back of the Camry, the trunk, and then right here you can see there's like a little lever. You just lift that up, and the spare tire should be under there. There's going to be these tools, these 3 tools. And these are actually what you're gonna use to change the flat tire. So let's go ahead and remove those out. All right, so these are the 3 tools we're gonna be using today. This is the car jack. This is the thing we're gonna use to lift the car jack up, and then this is the wrench which we're gonna use on the lug nuts. So step number 1 on your tire. Tires usually come with the cover, like a wheel cover. If you have that, go ahead and remove it. Mine doesn't have a wheel cover, so I'm just gonna go straight into the next step, which is loosening up the lug nuts. All right, so general rule of thumb, when you're tightening and untightening things, it's usually righty tighty, lefty loosey. So to untighten these, we're gonna go ahead and twist them to the left side. The next thing that I like to try is just stepping on it, using my body weight to loosen them up. All right, so once you have the lug nuts loosened, don't loosen them all the way, obviously, but you want to get them to where you can untighten them with your hand. So that's what I've done now, and now I'm going to show you guys where to position this jack and where to put it under the car to get a nice clean lift. What you want to do is when you get under the car, you're going to have to find a piece of metal, and that's where you're going to connect the jack. That's where you're going to place the jack on that metal, and then you can start lifting up the car. Alright, so here we are under the car. One way where you can tell what's metal and what's plastic is by knocking on it. So you can see this part right here is the actual body frame. That's the plastic. If we move a little bit forward right here, right there, that's metal. So that's one spot we can do it. We can put the jack. Another one is down further down here. It's another spot. So, but for today, we're gonna put it right here. All right. So now that we have the jack positioned, we can go ahead and start lifting it. And by lifting the jack, all you gotta do is this. There's like a little thing right here. You just twist it to the right. And once it touches the metal part and it's set, you can go ahead and grab this tool. And with this, all you gotta do is just attach it there. See if I can get it. Okay, so once you twist in that thing and you got the car lifted up, you're gonna have a couple and probably like an inch or two to help off the ground. Once you have the car lifted, then you can actually start to remove the rest of the lug nuts. So yeah. Alright, so now once you have the lug nuts removed, to remove the tires, pretty simple. You just gotta lift it up and then pull straight out. And then go ahead and get your spare tire. Obviously my tire is perfectly fine, so I don't need to replace it. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it back in like if it was a spare tire. The one thing I like to do is, since the tire is like a little bit heavy for a lot of people, I like to put my foot under the tire, just like that, and like wiggle it in there. Alright, so once you have the lug nuts hand tightened, now you can go ahead and lower the vehicle, and by doing that, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to attach this tool right there to the same spot, to the car jack. So before lowering the car, make sure you have nothing under the vehicle. Make sure it's all clear, and once it's all clear, go ahead and lower the car. Alright, so once the car is completely on the ground, just like before, when we loosened up the lug nuts, we are gonna go ahead and tighten them. Alright, so once we completed with the tire, we're gonna go ahead and put all the tools back into where they belong, and the flat tire, you're gonna go ahead and put it into where the spare tire was. Alright guys, and just like that, you learned how to change a flat tire. Pretty simple, right? Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys learned something. Peace out.